It seems like Warner Brothers might end up going to Netflix after all. Now, from the reports I'm hearing, a Paramount's bid to take Warner Brothers doesn't seem all that interested in it, and they feel like it's a bit too risky, considering how the offer is being made with all the factors in it. And they feel like going with Netflix is a safer and more stable choice because with the Paramount bid, there's a lot of other parties involved. It's a joint effort to buy Warner Brothers, whereas Netflix, it's just them. And even though the money is smaller, I think it was, what was it, 83 billion or something? Netflix has a market value of $400 billion or something. Now, I still don't know how they managed to get that high of a market value. I mean, maybe it's from having access to the IPs, maybe that's the reason. I don't know how that works. But going with Netflix, I guess for Warner Bros. From a business point of view, it is the safer option. And seems like they are gonna get Warner Brothers. Netflix is gonna get Warner Brothers. And now I'm thinking about what this means for movies in general. Now, for TV shows, it's not gonna be a big deal. I mean, all the series and all that, it's just gonna move to Netflix. And I mean, we already see a lot of series on Netflix. That's what everyone watches Netflix for mostly. And like that's not gonna be a big deal. But the movies, well, the thing is, Netflix has a lot of Netflix. Well, when you think about it, compared to movie theaters and Netflix just stream the movies on Netflix. When it comes to the movie theaters and all that, they have to share the profits and all that. There's a depending on the country and the rules and all that, there's a certain percentage you have to give. But when it's just on Netflix, they don't have to give money to movie theaters or anything. So Netflix would likely be incentivized to keep a lot of the movies inside Netflix. And with Warner Brothers, they do have access to a lot of stuff that people love. I mean, they have access to Harry Potter. So I'm guessing the new Harry Potter series is probably going to be coming on Netflix now. They have DC. That's a big deal. The new DCU just started, and there's gonna be a lot of DCU movies, and I'm guessing that some of them might end up being on Netflix first and maybe only. And the movies that are coming to theaters, there's a good possibility that they might have a shorter window in the theaters, maybe just 1 month, and then move straight to Netflix. And this is all great for Netflix, but for the movie theaters and the people who want to go watch movies in theaters and enjoy the entire experience, yeah, I feel like this is a big problem, and I don't see this going in a good direction. Because a lot of stuff that we want to watch, if Netflix has it and they choose to just show it on Netflix, premiere it on Netflix, yeah, it's a problem. Now, will the movie theater industry just go out of business at some point? Because it seems like people aren't really going to watch movies as much as they used to, because all the streaming platforms and all that stuff has had an impact. And it all started around the 2020 and all that, with everything that happened. And yeah, I guess I can understand why people wouldn't really want to go watch movie in theaters these days. I mean, if you think about it, sure, you get the big screen experience with all the sound systems and all that. But I mean, there are a lot of big TVs that you can buy, and TVs have started. There are cheaper TVs that are coming out, so you can get this TV experience, some type of home theater experience at home. You just set up a home theater room with a bunch of speakers, a sound system, a big TV, and you could just watch it at home at your convenience. You could pause it, go eat something, come back and watch it when it's convenient. There's no time constraint. You don't have to travel. You don't have to pay for the movie tickets. and depending on the country, the movie tickets are really expensive. And yeah, that it's a lot of a hassle these days. And compared to that, a lot of people would be interested in just watching it from home. And if the subscription prices are too high, I don't think they would mind paying it. But that's where I feel like the second problem is gonna come. The subscription prices. If Netflix has all the stuff that people want to watch, and they know that this a number of people will subscribe to Netflix just to watch this stuff. Well, then they have a certain type of control where they can just increase the prices because they know that they'll get this many subscribers anyway, even with the price rise, because those people want to watch that stuff, that show or that movie and all that. And I feel like that's where things are gonna go badly. If they start increasing the prices and it becomes a big enough problem, then people are not gonna watch enough movies. I mean, after a certain point, people are just not gonna pay for it. I mean, money is a big deal. And around the world, it is a really big deal right now. And after a certain point, they might not watch it. And Netflix, well, if they don't watch it, then Netflix might stop making shows and they have all this IP lying around. And that could become a problem if they're not making enough money after spending so much money to buy this stuff. And it could end up a whole mess. And who knows, maybe we'll end up in a situation where Netflix ends up selling some of the stuff off to some newer studios or something, and we start all over again. Or maybe Netflix just brings it to movie theaters, but I feel like they don't have a big enough incentive to bring it to movie theaters since they have their own streaming platform. And it would be interesting to see what happens when, or if this happens. Now, we don't know for sure if this will happen or something else might happen. And somehow this doesn't happen. But right now it seems like it will happen, and let's wait and see what happens, I guess. But yeah, overall, I don't really feel great about Netflix getting Warner Brothers and all the stuff that comes with it. And I am really sad about it.